Hey everybody, my name's Jason Wilson. I'm the author of Curious About Cannabis, and I'm here today to talk to you about the differences between different types of CBD extracts. So there are a lot of terms floating around in the hemp market right now, like broad spectrum extracts, full spectrum extracts, CBD isolate, and even distillate. So what do all these terms mean? Let's start with CBD isolate. So CBD isolate, as it sounds, is isolated CBD. It's usually a crystalline product that's at least 94% concentration CBD. And sometimes it's kind of an off-white color, maybe looks a little dingy yellow, and it's used in a lot of hemp-based products. Now, on the other side of the spectrum, there are what are called broad spectrum extracts, which, as the name implies, means that the extract has a wide diversity of phytochemistry sourced from the cannabis plant, including things like cannabinoids, terpenes, maybe even some flavonoids, and a variety of other compounds. Now, in between broad spectrum and isolate extracts, you've got things like distillates, which are basically heavily refined CBD extracts that have had a lot of the phytochemical diversity purged out, but the cannabinoid fraction remains, and maybe a handful of terpenes. Now, there's also another type of extract that's called full spectrum extract that really is more of a misnomer than anything else, because the term implies that the extract fully captures the whole phytochemical diversity of the cannabis plant, which is arguably impossible to achieve and really, really difficult or impossible to affirm or prove through laboratory testing. However, that term is floating around all over the place. Just recently, I saw a distillate product that was referred to as a full spectrum extract. And right away, just as I just described to you what a distillate is, you can see that describing a distillate as a full spectrum extract doesn't totally make sense if that distillate has been really heavily refined, a lot of chemical diversity removed, and is primarily just cannabinoids. And even if you're adding back in terpenes, it just really doesn't make a lot of sense to call it a full spectrum extract. I think probably a more accurate term would be some sort of broad spectrum extract if it's got more than cannabinoids in it. But as you can see, these terms are not very well defined. They're not scientific terms. So it's really, really important for consumers to understand when they see CBD on a label, what type of extract is that coming from, and what sort of phytochemical diversity is actually present in that product. If you want to learn more about cannabis or CBD, you can check out my book, Curious About Cannabis, or you can visit greenearthmedicinals.com. Thanks.